Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of 3 Things to Watch. Rob, last week's CAA football yet again delivered. We witnessed a 7-overtime thriller between Rhode Island and Monmouth, the longest FCS game ever played, no biggie, among many other exciting moments throughout the league. Now let's look ahead to week 9, starting with Delaware at Elon. Delaware's coming off a homecoming win against Morgan State. The Blue Hens defense forced 3 interceptions and only held the Bears to 7 points. The name of the game this week, Rob, possessions.
Yeah, Carly, the reason why possessions could be so important in this game is because these two teams are among the best in FCS at creating turnovers. Elon has forced 14 fumbles this season and recovered 10 of them, which leads the nation. Marcus Hillman and Jameer Malone have been the best in the league, forcing 3 fumbles apiece. Now, Delaware's on top of the CAA with 15 turnovers gained, having intercepted 8 passes and recovering 7 fumbles. All-America safety Kedrick Whitehead and Drew Nichols have combined for 7 of those gained turnovers. Now, winning the turnover battle is always at the top of the list for any head coach when he goes into a game, but it becomes even more important this week when you have 2 high-powered offenses led by outstanding quarterbacks like Delaware's Nolan Henderson and Elon's Matthew McKay. More possessions means more opportunities to score points. The team that takes care of the ball on Saturday has a great chance to come out on top.
Let's hear what Delaware's Ryan Carty and Elon's Tony Trisciani had to say about the week ahead.
We need to continue to create turnovers. You know, just stopping people and just having less yards, and that's not as big a deal as turnovers. Stealing possessions is what's going to help us win football games.
A lot impresses me about the defense. They, top defense in the CAA and one of the top in the country. They've created the most takeaways in our league. They're the top third down and red zone defense in our league, so it's tough to score points on them, tough to throw the forward pass.
Now on to our second thing to watch, Richmond at Maine. The Spiders' defense is tough, and tough. For 2 straight weeks, the Spiders have shut out their opponent in the second half, and now Richmond will head north for another road game to meet with Maine. Rob, what are you watching in this one?
Yeah, coming into this season, the biggest question mark for Richmond was the defense, especially the defensive line, where the Spiders had to replace several all-conference standouts. They took a couple of weeks to gel, but over the past 5 games, Richmond has held its opponent to 10 points or less 4 times. The defensive line, led by Marlon Lewis, Jeremiah Grant, and Ray Eldridge, has put constant pressure on opposing quarterbacks, recording 18 sacks in the last 5 games. Now, the Spiders will face a challenge on Saturday going against veteran Maine quarterback Joe Fagiano, who's coming off his most productive game of the season at Stony Brook with 314 yards and 2 TDs through the air and another 65 yards on the ground. He's played a lot of football in his career and knows how to get the ball out quickly. The Black Bears have several quality receivers, but nobody has been more productive than 6'5", 255-pound tight end Sean Bowman, who had 6 catches for a career-high 130 yards and a touchdown last week. He's a big target in the middle of the field.
Definitely. Check out what Richmond's Russ Huseman and Maine's Jordan Stevens had to say about week 9.
They have improved, and they're seeing more and more and kind of getting used to everything that they're seeing and knowing their technique. Just been pleased with where we are there.
I mean, Joe is just showing his toughness throughout the season. I mean, in critical situations, his awareness for where he needs to get to for a first down, or where we are on the field is tremendous, and it's really allowed us to stay in games. And so he's definitely led by example.
Our third thing to watch this week features a huge top 25 matchup between Rhode Island and William and Mary. Both squads are 3-1 in conference play, and Rhode Island is coming off that hard-fought 7-overtime win at Monmouth in week 8. So we'll see how they recover physically and mentally to tackle another fierce opponent in the Tribe this week, Rob.
Yeah, what a great matchup this should be. 2 teams that are both riding 3-game winning streaks and need to keep it going to stay on the heels of first-place New Hampshire and continue their march toward an FCS playoff berth. There are a lot of things we could look at, but let's focus on the running game. Rhode Island is led by reigning CAA Player of the Week Marcus DeShields, who has topped the 100-yard mark in the past 3 games, including a career-high 161 yards and 2 touchdowns in that overtime thriller against Monmouth, and he's averaging 7 yards per carry. Backup Jalen Smith and quarterback Kasim Hill have combined for another 400 yards on the ground. On the other side, William & Mary ranks 4th nationally in rushing at 245 yards per game and piled up 300 in last week's win at Towson. The Tribe has a variety of weapons with Bronson Yoder, Malachi Emo, and Donovan Lester, as well as a dual-threat quarterback in Darius Wilson. Both teams have big physical offensive lines that can help control the game. It should be quite a battle.
Quite a battle. Listen to what Rhode Island's Jim Fleming and William & Mary's Mike London had to say about the matchup.
we're going to have to be really, playing our best game. I probably say it every week, but it's a true statement. To go down to their place and win is going to require, a very close to perfect game for us. We're going to have to hit on all three cylinders, and we're going to have to try to take a ball off them a couple times, and we're going to have some things go our way.
And I believe every offensive category they've improved upon, and even maybe dramatically from their last year's squads. But I feel good about our players as well. I feel good about the way we're playing, how we're playing, and it's going to be a good football game.
As Villanova's Mark Ferrante said on our weekly presser, when you're playing teams in the CAA, throw records out the window. I surely expect that statement to hold true for another week of CAA football. Enjoy it, everyone.